Man, my favorite little bar was over there. Never a better moment to say, when it rains, it pours. God damn it. Sad. It never rained in Cabo Verde. Well, this is Santiago. It rains more here. Super pleased. It's washing down the boat beautifully. Okay, is my luck starting to change? Filling up water jugs. Taking care of Galopin, giving him a good bath. All the lines to boot. Alright. Thank you, Deus. Obrigado, Deus. The river is coming into the sea. Jeez, it's crazy out there. It's pouring rain. I've already filled 3 jerry cans to the brim. They were overflowing. I'm just filling up with fresh water. This is great. Plus, it's rainwater. Man. Is this a sign of good things to come? I sure hope so. I'm feeling it, baby. Still raining out here. And the water is flowing by like a river. Look at the boat's like leaving a trail. I don't know if you can see, my dinghy's completely filled with water. I gotta go empty it. Look at that. It's like coming down like a dirty river. Shit, strange. Wow, man. It smells like dirt, too.
It was quite the deluge last night, but I felt pretty safe aboard Galopin, like I was on Alex's Ark, just floating on top of a calamity. But I had to get to land to get a few things and look around. And what I saw was something else.
And here we are at the beach. The beach is lost part, a whole bunch of it. Here's my friend Alex. He saved the lady on the catamaran. And our friend T's bar is gone. Holy shit, man.
The beach here was completely washed away. That was all sand yesterday. A beautiful golden sand beach, gone. The runoff destroyed my friend's bar, T, and washed rocks and debris into the bay. Flash flooding gushed down from the mountains and took everything away. I knocked over the sailboat there, where my friend Jair slept. Luckily, most of the small fishing boats here was safe. But anything in the path of the flooding was just gone.
This is Eva, by the way, my neighbor.
Hello.
On another Swiss boat. Her husband wasn't feeling good, so she asked if she could get a ride on land, and here we are. It's my friend T's bar. I was coming here, I liked it, I love this place. Got too drunk a couple times, but I want to look at it. Oh my God.
Like most Cape Verdean, my friend was resilient. You could tell it hurt, and I was sad for him.
This is T.
Yeah.
He had a nice bar.
Yeah.
His bar is gone now.
But it didn't stop him from serving his friends. He'd saved the stock. The town was tough. It got muddied and stained, but it seemed to have taken this on the chin. The courthouse was still standing, but had mud in its feet. How ironic. Such a nice, beautiful place, yet soiled. The flooding was responsible for something else.
Well, my string of bad luck is not at an end yet. Because of the flooding yesterday, I went to the beach with my neighbor Eva. She wanted to get out of the boat, her husband wanted to stay in. And when we got there, we hit a rock because of the flooding. The bay has been filled up with rocks and junk, and I didn't realize it just bounced the freaking engine. And then when we left, come back here, it was making a rattling noise when I put it into gear. And then finally it wouldn't go into gear, and this is the kind of mess that I'm now dealing with. The shifter doesn't want to get into gear or into neutral. That's the problem. Jeez, man, this place has not been on my good side. When will the luck change? Jeez, I gotta get out of here. Yep, pretty nasty. That oil should have been changed a long time ago. Here's the problem. Look at that. The shaft gear is totally busted. after the flood here, man, the bottom here rose up, and when I came here yesterday, I thought there was enough room for the dinghy, and it just went smack, and I busted the gear inside the dinghy shaft, so I don't have an engine anymore, but it's better. It's not good to be coming in here on the motor. Everything's up, man. My favorite little bar was over there. God, man, never a better moment to say, when it rains, it pours. Sad. This is where the police brought me. Go down this road, which was a road. Now it's all gone. Too bad, man. Well, my boat's all the way over there. Yeah, that's where I am, baby. That's me over there, baby. Could be worse. Could be worse. A lot worse. Could be riding the train, going to work.
Alex, quit complaining.
Look at that. Beautiful. Well, it looks like I'm gonna be left alone here. Catamaran that just left. And then my Swiss neighbors there. Looks like they're raising the anchor and getting ready to go. So hopefully next weekend I'll be able to do the same thing. Inshallah.
They were heading south to the capital, Praia. A friend was flying in to sail with them. And like most cruisers who sail here, they will be continuing on to cross the Atlantic for the Caribbean. That's why I'm not going there. I want Galopin and I to go to where most sailors don't go. Africa. The actual continent.
Well, there go my Swiss neighbors. Eva and Marcus. Makes me want to go, man. Damn it. I'm gonna get out of here. Anyways, I'm gonna try to get my computer fixed over there with the Nigerian lady, Ima. I think it might just be my monitor. It might not be the computer. So, I'm gonna go check that out. Except I'm waiting for the swell to calm down. It's pretty nasty. And I've only got the oars and it's windy to boot. So, I'm gonna play it safe.
It was quite the workout to row all the way to shore, and it felt good. And today, I was on a mission.
Ima is from Nigeria, or Biafra.
Biafra.
Yes, and she may have a solution for me and my computer, because those Nigerians, they're clever, they're smart. And I first went to the Senegalese guy.
Yes, yeah,
he told me, no, come here.
Yeah, come here.
So I was like, okay, and she gave me two solutions. A VGA solution, an HDMI solution, and a USB port solution.
USB port, yeah.
It might work.
I'm a Nigerian, we are the great Africans.
Yeah, look, she's fixing a mobile phone. They can do anything. Plus, she's beautiful. I'm sure she makes good food too.
Of course.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna try these solutions, man. We'll cross our fingers that it works. If it does, if you don't mind, I'll come and give you a big kiss.
No, my husband will be angry.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No solution. So in the morning, I went back to Ima with computer and monitor. And she deducted the monitor was dead. I need to buy a new one. But where? Well, climb aboard.
I'm in one of those little trucks that serves as a taxi. I'm going to the next town called Asamada. I'm looking for a screen. It's like my screen's not working. Here they don't sell them. I brought my computer with me. I said, might as well give it a try. So I have to go up there to Asamada. Hopefully I can solve my computer problem, screen problem, whatever it is. Otherwise both screen and computer are dead.
The road had suffered from the flash flooding. Crews were busy cleaning it up, and it seemed the heavy rain was only on one side of the island.
So this is the town of Asamada, and hopefully here I'll find a electronics store that supposedly sells screens, monitors, TVs. Let's see what happens. I don't know. I'm losing faith. Could this be my saving grace? Could I find a screen that works with my Mac and my Mac works? Oh God. Believe it, but it's working.
Yes, my Mac Mini was fine. Ema was right. It was a screen. This one's a bit small and not full HD. Let's see what else they got. This one was great and only $100. A deal, man. I had expected the worst and hoped for the best.
At Casa de Grog. I'm drinking a grog because I'm celebrating the fact that I got a new screen and my computer works. It's not my computer that's f***ed up. It was my screen. Oh my gosh. What a relief. Is my luck finally changing here? Let's hope so. I got to get this thing back on the boat now. And get back down from this cool city way up here in the mountains. It's absolutely beautiful here though. Well, I'm getting quite the workout here since I have to roll back and forth. I guess it's a good thing. Plus I scraped the hull a little bit today. Things are growing fast. Man, yesterday I was so happy. Got out of court, had a bunch of grogs, one too many. Climbing onto the boat, I slipped and look. What a fucking idiot I am. Then I didn't tie up my dinghy and it started floating away, but luckily it was fast and I had to swim out and get it. But God, I gotta stop doing this. This is not good. Alex, you gotta stop drinking so much. So, but anyways, it was good today, no drinking. And I filled up with food and fuel. I got 100 liters or so. Yeah, 100 liters of diesel. So.
Hello, welcome to Galopin. These are our studios, man. This is where the magic happens. It's humble, but it gets the job done. It's because of the great people like you on Patreon who make this happen. This Living Adventure series. I hope you'll join our community. We've got some extra perks like live updates, news, photos, videos, and I've even taken a stab at writing some short stories which are not for general audiences on YouTube. And our friend Graham from Australia set up a WhatsApp chat to aptly called Galopin's Cockpit. Guys from all over have joined, and it's this community that's contributing to the continuation of this Living Adventure series. If not, you can always watch us for free on YouTube. Make sure to give us a like or a dislike, make a comment, make your opinion heard. I'll try to get back to you. Thanks for watching this episode of Voyage. A real living adventure series. It's not fake, baby.